Hey guys, it's Rick. I'm back for another Cinema of Frankenstein from 1910 till now. And we're going through these films one by one, still going through the Universals, and this time we have House of Dracula. Now, the name, even though Frankenstein does appear in this, you do have the monster mash again, because House of Frankenstein worked. Get the monsters back. So you have Dracula, you have Frankenstein, you have the Wolfman, you have a Hunchback, you have a Mad Doctor. I mean, it's a, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the problem was at this time, this came out December 7th of 1945, 67 minutes, same director, Earl C. Kenton, is the monsters were kind of losing their appeal. Soldiers coming back, World War II, it just didn't have the appeal. Horror, they didn't want horror anymore. They wanted comedies, they wanted musicals. So a lot of what we see here is a lot of recycled stuff. The story, which it's sad because it's a really good story. I really enjoy it. So first, again, kind of piggybacking off that formula from the last film, opens up with Dracula. You've got John Carradine returning, going to see Onslaught Stevens, who is a doctor. He wants to be cured. He wants to lose the vampirism. So he comes to him with hope that he can. They can give him that cure that he needs. Unfortunately, we find out that he's not really wanting the cure. He has other things in mind. And then his story ends. On the way, Lon Chaney appears, now with a mustache for Lawrence Talbot, which is actually a pretty good look. And also seeking a cure or death to end his curse as the Wolfman. There's some really good, he's only transformed twice in the film, but they're good transformation scenes. It's the first time I'd ever seen the Wolfman actually transform in front of people at that time frame. And so the doctor takes it upon himself to help him and rid the curse of the Wolfman. Frankenstein's also featured after the last film, which I don't want to spoil the ending. The Frankenstein monster is rediscovered alive and they want to try to resurrect him and make him at full strength again, because due to the interaction with Dracula plays out towards the end of this film. I really like the story in this one. The story I thought was really good. I like how they put the things together. I think it plays off well. It's a satisfying conclusion to the Wolfman story. Frankenstein Monster Forever, once again, is just a background character. In fact, this set used a lot of recycled footage. It used a lot of recycled music. In fact, the end scene is ripped straight out of The Ghost of Frankenstein, which is really, really sad that they would do that. Because, I mean, the plot is fun. You got a hunchback in this one, too. You got a girl actually playing the hunchback. And, I mean, it's not a bad film. John Carradine, again, steals the show as Dracula. 2 straight films playing the character. Looks very comfortable in the role. Lon Chaney playing the Wolfman again. Very comfortable in the role. And it's a satisfying ending for that character. Glenn Strange, I wish he had more to do. I love the look of him as Frankenstein. I think he's great, but he will, in the next film, he'll get more to do. But this was the end of the classic, serious Universal monster films. With House of Dracula, it wrapped up, and the studio went a new direction. But they still have one more romp for Frankenstein, and we'll get to that one next. As far as this one goes, I mean, it's worth, it's short, it's 67 minutes, great direction, cool sets. I'd watch it at least once. For me, this I think is only my second or third viewing of it, and I've really found myself enjoying it a lot. I guess it's because I just haven't seen it as much as I have the others. That's all I got, guys. Take care. Go watch a movie.